Yeah. Midnight, cold streets, sirens in the distance. I was walking through the darkness, but heaven never left me. They thought I was alone, but I wasn't alone. 2 in the morning, rain falling on the pavement, heart full of questions, soul full of statements. I knew the block, every corner, every danger, but I never knew how close I was to favor. Mama told me, son, don't trust every shadow. I learned real quick what the world doesn't show. Phone had no signal, fear had my vision low, but I heard a voice say, keep walking, don't go home. Something moved when I stepped through the alley. I couldn't see it, but I knew it was around me. Trouble was waiting, but trouble never found me. Grace put a shield where the enemy surrounded me. I don't call it luck, I call it divine. I don't call it chance, I call it design. When I look back, I can see every sign. God was in the streets before I knew he was mine.
When the night got darker,
You became my light.
when I couldn't see tomorrow,
You were by my side. I was walking through the valley with my back against the wall. Then I realized heaven had been watching it all. There were angels in the alley when I thought I was alone. Heaven had an army standing where I couldn't go. I was surrounded by the darkness, but the darkness couldn't stay. God had angels in the alley, keeping danger far away. I remember nights when the pressure got heavy. Everybody said, boy, you better stay ready. I had no weapon, but my faith stayed steady. Hands on my life, yeah, the Lord kept me ready. Seen friends disappear, seen dreams get shattered, seen people lose hope like their prayers never mattered. But I learned God's silence doesn't mean he ain't active. Sometimes he's moving where your eyes can't capture. I walked through fire and I came out breathing. Lost some people, but I found a new meaning. Pain tried to tell me that my life had no reason, but Christ stepped in and gave purpose to the bleeding. Now when I tell my story, I don't glorify the street, I glorify the one who wouldn't let the street defeat me. Every scar is evidence that mercy still speaks, and every breath I got is another reason to preach. If I could see what heaven saw that night, would I have been afraid? Would I have known that every step I took was covered by grace? Maybe the battle was bigger than me, maybe the enemy wanted me gone, but God had already written a different ending to my song. I wasn't lucky,
I wasn't lucky,
I was covered,
I was covered,
I wasn't forgotten,
I wasn't forgotten,
I was chosen.
I wasn't walking alone.
Heaven was walking with me. Heaven was walking with me.
There were angels in the alley
When I thought I was alone,
Heaven had an army
standing where I couldn't go. I was surrounded by the darkness, but the darkness couldn't stay. God had angels in the alley, keeping danger far away. There were angels in the alley, there were angels at my door. When the enemy came looking, he couldn't find me anymore. Every street became a testimony, every scar became a praise. I survived what should have ended me by the power of his grace.
Angels in the alley,
Mercy in the night, mercy in the night.
God was fighting battles.
Devil hidden from my side.
Angels in the alley,
Now I know why I'm alive. It wasn't luck that kept me standing, it was God the whole damn time. I thought I was walking alone, but heaven was there. Every corner, every night, every step.
angels in
angels in the alley. Yeah. They told us to follow the crowd, but we heard another voice. Not rebels without a cause. We got a kingdom to represent. Yeah. No turning back. Yeah. No turning back. Yeah. I came from a place where the pressure runs deep. Everybody wants the crown, nobody wants to bleed. Chasing validation, trying hard to belong, but the world kept changing while I searched for my song. I had dreams in my heart, but fear in my chest. Tried to prove myself, couldn't handle the test. Then grace stepped in when I couldn't stand. Jesus took the pieces and rebuilt who I am now. I walk different, talk different, think different. Old chains broke, got a brand new vision. I don't need applause from a room full of strangers when I know the King who delivered me from danger. They can call me crazy, they can call me strange, but I won't trade eternity for 15 seconds of fame. I found something stronger than the culture's approval. A kingdom that stands when everything's moving. When the pressure comes, I won't run. When the darkness speaks, I know the sun. If they ask me who I serve tonight, I'll point to the cross and testify. We are kingdom rebels, standing when the world says fall. Kingdom rebels, we don't bow to idols at all. Hands up, hearts open. We were broken, but now we're chosen. Through the fire, through the battle, Jesus reigns above it all. We are kingdom rebels. Yeah, I see young souls looking for a direction, scrolling through a world full of false perfection. Everybody selling dreams, everybody wearing masks, but nobody tells them what they soul really lacks. So I speak life when the culture speaks death, speak hope when they're drowning underneath regret. I don't claim perfection, I remember my scars. That's why I point beyond myself straight to where you are. I know what it's like when the night gets cold, when you smile outside but you're dying in your soul. But mercy came knocking when I locked every door, and the one I ran from became the one I live for. Now I'm not ashamed of the gospel I carry, even when the road gets steep and the burden gets heavy. I wasn't saved just to sit in the stands. I'm taking this message everywhere I can. No fear, no shame, we belong to Jesus' name. No chains, no compromise. We see the darkness, but we choose the light. If the world says no, we say no. If the world says we let our faith show. If they take everything, we still have the King. Hey, yeah. We are kingdom rebels. Woo. We are kingdom rebels, standing when the world says fall. Kingdom rebels, we don't bow to idols at all. Hands up, hearts open. We were broken, but now we're chosen. Through the fire, through the battle, Jesus reigns above it all. We are kingdom rebels. Kingdom rebels. We won't disappear. Kingdom rebels. We were born for this year. From the streets to the church, from the lost to the found, let the name of Jesus shake the whole ground. No fear, no shame. Forever we proclaim one king, one cross, one hope that never gets lost. We are kingdom rebels. We are kingdom rebels. Jesus reigns. Yeah. And we won't bow. I don't have much in my hands, but I got heaven in my heart. They count what I don't have.
God counts who I am.
I came from the bottom, but grace called my name. I may not have riches, but I'm rich in His name. Yeah. I ain't got a mansion with a gate around the yard. I got faith in my chest and a battle-scarred heart. I don't chase the spotlight, I don't live for applause, cause I found something greater when I found the cross. Used to measure my worth by the things I could buy, by the people beside me, by the look in their eyes. Now I walk with a purpose that money can't give. I was searching for life, now I know how to live. I had holes in my pockets, but hope in my soul. Had dreams that were broken, he made them whole. The world said you're nothing, but heaven said mine. Now I'm standing in grace with my feet on the line. I don't need their approval, I don't need their gold. If the king has called me, then my story is told. When the pressure comes, I won't run. When the darkness falls, I still trust. They can take everything I own, but they can't take the God I know. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. Not perfect, but I'm covered. I was lost, now I'm found. Had my face in the ground. I got scars, but I'm standing. Got a past, but he's changing. I don't need what they own. I've got heaven as my home. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. Yeah, I know what it's like when the bills stack high, when you pray in the morning and question why, when everybody's flexing like they made it alone, while you're trying to survive with your faith holding on. But I learned that abundance ain't always a check. Sometimes it's peace when your word is a wreck. Sometimes it's waking up with another new day. Sometimes it's strength just to kneel down and pray. I got brothers who struggle, got sisters who fight, but we're carrying hope through the middle of the night. We ain't wearing diamonds, we ain't driving the best, but we got resurrection beating deep in our chest. So let the world keep chasing everything that fades. I'd rather have his presence than the fortune I can't take. What good is the gold if your soul ain't free? What good is the fame if you can't find peace? You can give me the world, I don't need his throne, cause the king gave his life and he called me his own. I am chosen, I am chosen, not because I'm strong, but because he loved me. I am chosen, I am chosen. Ooh. Grace wrote my name when I had nothing. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. Not perfect, but I'm covered. I was lost, now I'm found. Had my face in the ground. I got scars, but I'm standing. Got a past, but he's changing. I don't need what they own. I've got heaven as my home. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. Let the whole world hear it. I don't need a crown. If my king is alive, I don't need their approval to know I'm alive. I don't need their riches, I don't need their fame. I was nothing without him, not marked by his name. Not rich, but chosen. Not perfect, but chosen. Not famous, but chosen. Not forgotten, I'm chosen. From the ashes to the promise, from the valley to the throne. I may not have the riches, but I'm never alone. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. I'm not rich, but I'm chosen. I'm not rich. By his grace, by his blood, by his mercy. I'm chosen. Yeah, I thought the walls were around me, but they were inside me. I ran from everybody, couldn't run from myself. Then you called my name. Yeah, yeah. I had a smile on my face, but my soul was bleeding. Told everybody I'm good, but I didn't believe it. Locked every door, kept the pain concealed. Built the fortress from the things I refused to heal. I blame my past, blame the streets, blame the pressure. Blamed every scar for the weight on my shoulders. I wanted freedom, but I loved my chains. Kept feeding the fire while I cursed the flames. I had dreams in my heart, but fear in my chest. Running from the truth, trying hard to look blessed. Everybody saw the outside, nobody saw the war. I was standing in the sunlight, still trapped behind the door. Then you whispered through the noise, you don't have to hide anymore. I dropped everything I carried, and you opened up the door. The prison was inside me, but your grace came through the walls. I thought I was forgotten, but you heard me when I called. You broke what I couldn't break. You healed what I couldn't hide. I thought I needed freedom from the world, but I needed you inside.
The prison was inside me.
Now I'm walking in the light. Chains fell from my hands when I gave you my life. Yeah, I used to wear my anger like a medal on my chest. Turn every conversation into another battlefield. If somebody got close, I pushed them away, cause trust felt dangerous after everything I faced. I confused being hard with being strong, confused surviving with where I belong. Built my identity around what I had lost. Never counted the freedom that the Savior bought. Then the cross showed me something I couldn't see. My greatest enemy wasn't standing in front of me. It was the voice in my head saying you're too far gone. But Jesus stepped in and proved that voice wrong. Now I don't hide my scars, I let them testify. Every wound tells a story of the one who brought me life. I don't have to pretend that I never failed. Grace found me at the bottom and pulled me out of hell. I don't need another mask, I don't need another name. I don't need to hide my past. When your blood erased my shame, you found me
In the darkness,
you called me
from the grave,
I thought I
was my prison.
but you showed me I was safe.
Prison was inside me.
But your grace came through the walls.
I thought I was forgotten,
But you heard me when I called. You broke what I couldn't break. You healed what I couldn't hide. I thought I needed freedom from the world, but I needed you inside.
prison was inside me.
Now I'm walking in the light.
Oh,
Chains fell from my hands when I gave you my life.
no more hiding, no more running, no more chains
Around my heart,
You gave me freedom, gave me purpose.
you gave me a brand new start.
Walls are falling, the doors are open.
I can finally breathe again. I was trapped inside myself, but Jesus came and called me free.
Prison was inside me.
But your grace tore through the walls.
I thought my story ended.
But you answered when I called. You broke what I couldn't break. You healed what I couldn't hide. I thought I needed freedom, but I needed you inside.
The prison was inside me.
Now I'm walking in the light. I was buried in my darkness, but you raised me back to life. The walls are gone, the chains are gone. The prison was inside me, but now I'm free. I remember who I was. I remember every night I couldn't sleep, but grace found me in the dark. Now listen. Listen, I had a heart full of questions. questions, hands full of scars, running from my past while I'm reaching for stars. Everybody saw the smile, nobody knew the pain. I was dancing in the sunshine with a storm in my brain. I chased validation, tried to prove I was enough. Built that house on empty promises, called it love. Then the walls came down and I finally saw I wasn't looking for a lifestyle, I was looking for God. He met me in the wreckage, didn't turn away. Called me by my name when I couldn't face my shame. I thought my story ended when my failures began, but he picked up the pieces and he made me a man. I can't stay quiet, I've been through too much. If you knew where I came from, you know this ain't luck. Every scar got a reason, every tear got a sound. What the enemy meant to bury, God is bringing back around. My testimony got a beat, my redemption got a sound. I was lost beneath the pressure, now His grace has pulled me out. I got mercy in my heartbeat, I got freedom in my feet. I was broken, now I'm breathing. My testimony, God. I don't rap about perfection, I rap about grace. About the nights I couldn't recognize my own face. About prayers whispered low when nobody was around. About a king who came looking when I couldn't be found. I know the world says how to keep your history clean, but somebody needs to hear what redemption really means. So I won't erase the chapters that were written in pain, cause the darkest part of my story makes the light brighter again. I was chasing every door that was never meant to open. Now I'm walking through the one that the Father left open. I don't need applause, I don't need their approval. Jesus took my broken life and turned it into a movement. If He can save me, He can save you. He can save you. If He can find me, He can find you. If He can raise me from everything I lost, then there ain't no mountain that can stand against the cross. I won't hide anymore, I won't run anymore. This is more than a song, this is what I've been restored for. My testimony got a beat, hey, my redemption got a sound. I was lost beneath the pressure, now His grace has pulled me out. Hey, I got mercy in my heartbeat, I got freedom in my feet. I was broken, now I'm breathing. My testimony got a beat, let the whole world hear the sound.
I was buried underneath it,
But His love pulled me out.
every scar is now a story.
Every tear became a seed.
What the enemy called finish,
God turned into victory.
testimony got a beat.
My redemption got a sound. I was lost, but now I'm found. Yeah. I was lost, but now I'm found. Yeah. This ain't just a song. This is what grace sounds like.
My testimony
Gotta be.
gotta be.
Street lights glowing through the midnight rain. Broken hearts calling out through the pain. Nobody sees what's happening tonight, but something's moving underneath the city lights. We thought the darkness on this place, then grace walked in and changed the space. I know the sound of sirens in the distance, I know the way to living with resistance. Mama praying while the sun's outside, telling God, please bring my baby back alive. Everybody searching for a way to survive, trading pieces of their soul just to feel alive. But I came back with a message from the throne. You can lose everything and still be called home. I seen broken men become fathers again. I seen enemies forgive and become friends. I seen tears fall in places nobody cries. When the truth hits the heart, something inside comes alive. They told us hope don't live around here, but I seen ain't about a building or a name. It's about Jesus walking through the flames. Can you hear that sound? Something's changing now.
Walls are coming down.
Grace is moving through this town.
When heaven invades the block,
Chains fall down and the darkness stops.
when heaven invades the block,
Dead dreams rise when we call on God. From the corner to the rooftop, from the broken to the lost, let the whole world know tonight Jesus brought heaven to the block. I don't need a spotlight, give me one soul, one life rescue that's worth more than gold. One kid choosing faith instead of violence, one voice speaking truth instead of silence. We ain't perfect, we were saved by grace. Every scar is evidence of God's embrace. I got brothers who were lost in the night, now they standing in the front with their hands held high. The enemy thought fear would keep us divided, but love showed up and suddenly we're united. Different stories, same blood, same king, different battles, but we're all redeemed. So open up the doors, let the message run. Let the streets hear what the Savior has done. This isn't entertainment, this is transformation. A generation waking up across the nation.
no more running,
No more hiding,
no more chains.
no more silence.
Let the broken come, let the wounded come, let the hopeless come.
There is room for everyone if He saved
He
me,
can save you,
if He changed me.
He can change you.
From the ashes,
We arise
kingdom fire.
in our eyes.
When heaven invades the block, chains fall down and the darkness stops.
When heaven invades the block,
Dead dreams rise when we call on God. From the corner to the rooftop, from the broken to the lost, let the whole world know tonight Jesus brought heaven to the block. Let it rise from the streets, let it rise from the homes, let it rise from the hearts of the people alone. Let it reach every corner, every soul, every scar, cause the light of the kingdom can be seen from afar. We were told this place was hopeless, God said, watch me work. We were told these hearts were finished, God said, I know their worth. So let the city hear and let the nations know Jesus is still saving, and heaven's on the road.
when heaven invades the block, when heaven invades the block,
Darkness has to move when the King steps in the room.
when heaven invades the block, when heaven invades the block.
From the streets to the sky, we were dead, now we're alive. This ain't just a song, this is a testimony. This is what happens when heaven comes down.